Hello, welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. Warning, 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 warning. Winter can be a retirement killjoy, Doc. And it don't make no difference whether you got hobbies or not. It doesn't make no difference you got something you want to get done or something you just have to get done. Wintertime and retirement can really suck. I mean, you think about it. Every time you look out your window, everything's dead or dormant. There's no leaves in the trees. Grass is, dormant, brown. You ain't got no sunlight. You got the shorter days. Every time you look up, the daggone sky is cloudy and kind of gray. You add in any kind of precipitation, snow or ice or cool temperatures, and it's miserable, man. It's just depressing. For me it is. And not the whole winter, man. It's just that when it drags on. About this time every year. Last of January, 1st of February, I'm ready for it to get, and I'm ready to just get on with the rest of the year. What we always did when I was working was I took in order to help, because this time of year, man, I'm just hanging on till spring. But I used to always take the last week of January, first week of February off, just to give me a break, to kind of rejuvenate me, just to get out of the doldrums of winter, And if we had a particularly bad year, me and the baby, we'd skip town for a couple of days. It don't take much. I don't know, man. I ain't no doc. I ain't no psychiatrist. But I believe there's a lot of good healing powers to feeling that warm sunlight on you, especially in the middle of winter time. It changes my whole attitude. It just does. Because I'll get to the point where I actually had no desire to do anything. I don't have no desire to go take my walk in the mornings, and I love to do that. I don't get no enjoyment out of it. It's something I need to get done outside, man. I ain't willing to fight the weather to get out there to it. I got no idea, no desire to. But just a few days out in decent sunlight, is a big help to me. So I used to take out them 2 weeks like that, in case I needed it. But if I didn't need it, just staying away from the habits of wintertime of having to scrape your window, shovel your sidewalk, wearing a coat and a toboggan and gloves in order to get to the vehicle, go get your mail. It just makes things so much harder on you in the wintertime. And then everything you got hurts in the wintertime. Your knees, your ankles, your shoulders. It just increases the pain level on you, man. I just needed a break from all that. But we'd take that vacation. And then once February gets here, usually I'm planning for what I want to get done for the rest of the year. Like adding a couple of beds to my raised bed area back there. Fixing that daggone basketball hoop up. Scrape it down and clean it up and put a net up there and everything. Last week I finished a bird feeder station over there. It's got multiple places for me to hang bird feeders at. Got I can hang flowers up there and everything. It was nice. I enjoyed that. That was a big help to me. It kept me from getting them just miserable feeling that winter gives me away from me. But the thing is this time of year I always try to rush spring. Just so I can get out and feel better is what it is. I need to, I just kind of get droopy and dragging in the wintertime, late in the year like this. So I really can't get involved in anything major. Like I can't start planting a garden because everything would die. But at least I can set it up. I can build my daggone raised beds. I'll probably do that next month. I can go ahead and start filling them. They'll be ready come time. I'm thinking about heading down to the ocean, doing some pier fishing. I'm trying to think of when I'd like to do it this summer. I hadn't done that yet. I'd like to take the baby. She had never been to the pier. So, stuff like that's what I spend February doing. I set up, when I was working, I used to get a physical in January. Well, I do it in February now. And I do 2 financial reviews every year now that I've retired. One in February and one in June or July, August, somewhere like that. Late summer, I believe it is. That gives me something to get out and go to, something kind of look forward to. Then we have like a fishing expo up at the end of January up there towards Richmond, and then the first weekend in March we always have Richmond Home and Garden Show up there. If I can get out to a place like that, something that I enjoy fooling with, at least messing with the paraphernalia that goes along with it, it kind of helps me along. All that stuff I have to do just to keep me from going nuts is what it is. But as the winter goes on, I tend to sleep a little later. I lose my desire actually to do anything, to be too active. I tend to sit more. I tend to read a lot more in the wintertime, and I tend to eat a lot more in the wintertime too. So it just gets miserable for me, and I try to set up little activities that gives me an opportunity to look forward to the spring. Kind of helps me along. But wintertime, if I didn't know that before going in, that I have a tough time with the winter, it would have threw me for a major loop. I'd have been looking for a job this winter. So I don't know. But I just take in little steps like that. It seems to help me along. And I think now that I'm retired, I can go anytime I feel like it. I don't have to ask for a vacation. I'm not missing out on these decent days, because in the wintertime you get a decent day here and there, man. If you got to go to work, man, that used to just add on to my misery. It's the one decent day I've had in 3 weeks, and I had to go to work and work a double or whatever. I can take advantage of them days, and that means the world to me too. So it's I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm working on it. Probably take me a decade to get used to it. Y'all take care of yourselves. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk to y'all later.